Hi, I am Saravanan. In this video, we'll discuss about how and why there is a difference in results in yoga. I was talking to my friend who was talking about very severe thigh pain. So I asked her if she met the doctor. She told, yeah, she met the doctor. They did X-ray, MRI, everything done, but it's not curable. In the sense they are not able to find the root cause, and they advised her to go for physiotherapy, which also has been tried, but less results. So I told, yeah, this is a type of a certain condition which can happen because of what we call as autoimmune disorder, and the pain will increase and there is no medicine for it. There is a term for it called fibromyalgia. So then I also told Sira, one of our yoga teachers also has this, and the moment I told it, she jumped. She told, oh, yoga teacher herself has this, then how is she going to teach me? Right? On what basis can I trust and do this? So I told her, it is like asking, I will get prescription only from a doctor who has no stress in life. I'll get prescription for blood pressure only from a doctor who does not have blood pressure, or only from a doctor who does not have diabetes. Is it possible? Or the doctor who prescribes medicine for diabetes today, is there a guarantee that he will not get diabetes later? No. Correct? We don't ask the question. It is logical, isn't it? Now the question is, why do we ask the question when it comes to healing processes like that? Because there is an undue expectation that these people are perfect and life is running perfectly for them. But we don't ask the question here. Now, why do we ask this question? This question comes from the mind that is argumentative, that wants to do only the right thing. Actually, even a paracetamol can reduce pain, but it does not reduce pain equally for everybody. Correct? A blood pressure medicine works for a lifetime for many people. They don't go into any other complication at all. For a lifetime it runs. Correct? It runs. People are happy with it. But everyone do not respond to the medicine in the same way, because at a very deeper level, this argumentative mind is the one that actually stops the healing process. And it is very difficult to change that mind. So whenever anybody comes and asks me this question, I say, don't fall into the trap of your mind, because your mind is trapping you. If the mind is so argumentative, and the mind says that I will do only the right thing, why don't you do only the right thing when it comes to your job, when it comes to choosing your food, when it comes to choosing your entertainment, when it comes to how you talk? Can't you do only the right thing? There, we get emotional, we get angry, we are jealous, there is hatred, there is competition. We know what we are doing is not going to help us, but we still do it. Where did that argumentative mind go? That critical mind, where did it go at that time? Because autoimmune disease, or blood pressure, or diabetes, any disease happens, gastritis, all this happen because of stress and anxiety, which is proliferating within the system at a very high level. High levels of adrenaline, high levels of cortisol. Then the body starts working against the body itself. That is the level at which the mind is so agitated, so angry, and now the same anger, the same intensity comes in and says, is everything all right? Is there a guarantee? And second thing, such people will also not take the medicines properly. I am really telling you. Compliance to take a single pill of, I would say, BP or diabetes or anything for the compliance is less than 50%. Which means to pop that pill, people are lazy. Because my yoga teacher says, yeah, people take for 1 month, 2 months, and after that the ego comes and says, oh, why should I take medicine? I'm all right. Ego. The ego doesn't allow you. Right? Because the moment you think that you're dependent on the tablet, somewhere ego comes and hits you. It's the same mind. Correct? The same mind that has created this problem is the same mind that is stopping you from moving forward. Now let us understand this from a deeper perspective. There are people who come and say, I know I had a client who was just 26, 27 years old. We did a few sessions of hypnosis. And then I told her, why don't you start yoga, meditation? She told no. I told, what? Hypnosis is also meditation. She told no. Swami Vivekananda, he died very young. What is the point in doing yoga and meditation? Right. So it's like asking, sages say that yoga makes you immortal, but why did they die? They have not understood it, and many people ask it. I know there's a person who came and told that Mahaperiyar, he himself didn't attain moksha, but the person who told was a drunkard. Right, he was drinking and his wife brought him for drinking. But he has his own philosophical arguments. Right. These are all the argumentative part of the mind that does not allow you to even progress. In such a state, two things are important. One is to know and realize that I am responsible for what is happening, and it's only I who can cure myself. When I say I who can cure myself, I can't cure by thinking. Right? I can't cure by thinking. Because people misunderstand this also. They say I can cure myself, the medicine will not cure me. I am not saying that. I can cure myself means I can take the right medicine the doctor has said, taken or given. I will follow the lifestyle. Then I will also follow the instructions given for you by a holistic practice. By doing all this, I can cure myself. Right? By doing all this, I can cure myself. I will not just sit with my eyes closed and then cure everything. That's not going to happen. Right? So this I can cure myself is something which is a very, very tricky line. So I am responsible for this disease, which means it is me who decided what to eat, what not to eat. It is me who decided which emotion should I express. It is me who suppressed certain emotions. It is me who chose the lifestyle that I wanted. And it's sum total of everything that has manifested in a certain way in my body. So I am responsible for it. I may or may not know it, but responsibility is ultimately mine. And now I have to come out of it. And all these are steps or instruments or tools that can help me come out. But ultimately it is me who has to come out. It is me who has to come out. That is one reason why everyone take the same paracetamol, but only very few people get relief. There are people who take one tablet for blood pressure for the entire life. There's no problem for them. Or some people, they have a list of 10 medicines. Why? The argumentative mind, as I told before. Now, the question is, why yoga? How to approach yoga? Life is a process, which means how I do what I do matters. If I go and water a plant with a lot of anger inside me, the plant doesn't grow. If I go and water a plant with full focus, intensity, maybe a degree of connection with the plant, that plant grows faster. If I go and water a plant for the sake of watering the plant, that plant may not grow as healthily as the other plant. Which means the intention with which I do certain things, the degree to which I give myself into the process, the trust I have in the process, all these things transform me, my body and my mind. So how I do what I do is important. Not that 1 liter of water or 200 ml of water does not grow the plant. Which means then you can just allow a pipe and then finish it off. It doesn't work. You just see, have a plant, water it, just be with it for a few seconds or a few minutes every day, see how the plant is. It's like that. Same thing with your body. How I do what I do? I take the medicine with full trust and devotion, stating that the medicine is going to heal me, not to the head, oh, I have to take this every day, which many people do. Then realizing that, yes, I have to learn the process to calm the mind, to relax. And I'm doing this process of yoga with that purpose where I can change myself. Actually, in Shiva Sutra, it is said, they talk of 3 types of devotion or 3 things which actually help a person to change. They talk about Shravana, Kirtana, Manana. So in sum total, it is like this. It is actually written there. The way in which the desire with which you will be with your partner, to the same desire get involved in bhakti, the same process you get involved in yoga or the process in which you do, change will be so fast. Which means I am not doing it for the sake of doing it. I am not doing it calculating, is it giving returns every minute? Every day, am I getting more better? Am I getting better? Not that calculation. Or I'm just doing it just like that. I have enough money, so I'll pay the fees. I'll just come and I'll do what you say. That's all. I'll not do anything else. That attitude also does not work. Right? Can I do it to the full intensity, the full desire, understanding the process and doing it daily. That's what they call Shravana, Kirtana, Manana, integrating the whole process inside you, and the whole life changes. It is written in Shiva Purana, one of the oldest texts, right? They say how to transform, how to break through karma. They talk about when they chant a Shiva mantra, you follow all these things, then things start happening, not for the sake of doing it. It's like that. Then the how you do what you do changes, and how you approach life in every aspect changes, and these changes ultimately bring out a change in the body, because you should realize that by the time the changes come into the body, it becomes very difficult to reverse it. Let's understand. If you ask me, gastritis is very difficult to reverse. IBS is very difficult, correct? Maybe to an extent you can manage blood pressure, you can manage diabetes also. Actually, they are actually easy if you follow the right methods. But where there has been already a bleed in the system, a cut in the system, you take about arthritis and many autoimmune diseases, where the disease has gone into the body and the body changes happened, it takes a lot of time and effort. One thing that will happen when you are talking about processes like yoga is, it gives you such an intense calmness within you when you approach it with the right attitude, the right presence, is that you just become calm, which means how you handle the disease. Yes, the sages who say that yoga will make you immortal still die, but how they died mattered. How they handled the process of death. They say death ran away from them. That's what Yamadeva says in Upanishad, right? Death cannot touch a person who has realized himself. Cannot touch, which means the body will anyways die. Sharir means it will degrade. But I am so awake that death can't touch me, which means I know how to live. So how I have handled death is what sages say yoga can make you immortal. Similarly, when it comes to disease, how I handled my life even after the disease has happened to me. If I handle it right, if I learn to handle life right, if I learn to handle my emotions right, my mind right, then body healing will happen depending on a lot of other factors. It will happen naturally, but that's one of the best ways. The healing of the body has so many factors, because as it has already gone with the body. The blood pressure, the blood vessels have become very tight. Correct? Gastritis, you know what it is. Pain, the joint has gone, worn off. What will you do? Right? That's the last thing to do. But the way in which you handle the life process, the way in which you handle your mind and emotion will help you go through it like a song. You go through it like a song. That is what yoga gives. As a side effect of that, as an impact of that, how well the way in which you do all these things, the process well, as a side effect, the body can heal. It will heal the body. It will help the body heal itself. And the medicines will give that symptomatic relief. That is how the whole process works, right? So please don't judge, please don't be critical and give excuses for yourself for not starting the practice of yoga or not coming in for holistic processes, because ultimately you need to treat the body as a whole, which means you need to treat the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and yes, the mind, and the deeper body, what you call as the Anandamaya Kosha, the Vijnanamaya Kosha. The more we are able to integrate and align all parts of the body to the same extent, you will enjoy happiness and bliss. Thank you.